be changing it on the NFL side quick,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
quick.
think,
Yeah.
I think, I think Ohio State is going to be Michigan.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think the
Yeah.
reason why they've been playing weak is well, not weak, but just barely beating people because man, they so focused on this game. And Michigan been
Mhm.
doing the same. I mean, but Michigan a good ball club. Oof,
They
but it
are.
is it's in Columbus.
Yep.
Man, that's gonna be two the hard way right there.
That's one of the toughest places to play, man.
I wonder
Mm.
who's going to be one.
Every
Tomorrow.
When the last time Michigan
and
won in Columbus?
it doesn't seem like it doesn't matter what year. Man, that's a good question.
Biaka Batuka. That was a long time
Dang.
ago.
Yeah, for real. He ran for over 300 yards.
Mm. So, in other words, it don't happen too often out
It
there.
don't happen too often. No.
Mm. Well, you
Then,
know,
then Florida State in Florida. This is just rivalry weekend. All the rivals, the
Mhm.
Iron Bowl, just rivalry weekend. You can't go wrong. This man, college football season over with, man.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
like that.
yeah,
That's
pretty
true.
much
Uh,
after next week.
that's it. Bowl season. College football don't take that long, man. It just college football. They get 3 months for real. 12 games. That's it.
Flies by, man.
and it and
Yeah,
it'll be beautiful if they had a playoff system.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause we could keep going and yeah, they
You
have a playoff system,
you
but
mean
come
they
on,
need to
14.
expand? You mean they need to expand it?
Yeah, I'm
What you mean?
thinking.
Yeah.
Uh, how many teams in a make the playoffs in the NFL? What is it? 7 on 14 total.
Yeah, now they got 7.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so I would say, do the same thing. Get a top two teams a bye, and let's go on
Right.
battle this thing out afterwards.
Yeah.
Top
I
two
just
teams.
And they can still use the bowl games.
I
They
just
can still
wish
use them.
yeah, I just wish college football could do it like I know in March Madness there's more teams, but I wish there was a way that they can somehow emulate what March Madness does, and take the committees out of it, man, because they're you can just see the bias in the teams that they select. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know if they call D2 anymore.
yeah,
Uh, it's called something else. They have a playoff
mhm,
system. It works. I
yeah,
mean, they still use the ranking and everything,
right.
but you're right
So,
with the bias. It's like it's so much favoritism with Alabama or
mhm,
just any SEC school, any SEC
right,
school with a good record.
yeah,
LSU has some key wins, and look how far they catapulted.
yeah, yeah.
Because at one
And I,
point early in the season, they weren't even ranked.
it's crazy, man. But like Doctor said, is you know, it just seems like when it matters when you lose or when you win games. When you win games late, it seems like they take the committee takes that more, uh, give teams that win late more consideration than you know teams that win early. Like I
Mm.
think if it seems like we're seeing what's happened with Tennessee. It's like they've all of a sudden have fallen off a cliff because they were riding high in the beginning, and now they're losing games late, and so I think that's why LSU's above them.
And I couldn't believe that beat down they took last week. Uh, South
Yeah,
Carolina putting up a 60 burger.
I know,
Come
man.
on, man.
Yeah, they did they fell off. And
Big
then
time,
when
South
man.
Carolina hasn't been good since 87,
and then when
1987.
and then
Yeah,
when their quarterback got hurt, that was it.
that was it, man.
That was it.
Yeah,
No lights out. That was lights out.
So who's invited? So who's invited to the downtown
Hold on, Dre.
Manhattan club?
Hold on, Dre's calling me.
Are you talking about the Heisman?
Yeah, yeah, for the Heisman because the candidates that was out there like Bo Nix and Young and even the Tennessee court. I mean, who's a clear cut?
They didn't make it.
They ain't gonna make it. I mean, is it somebody at Georgia?
Uh-uh. No. Well, the quarterback Stetson Bennett, they might put him up in there.
Now, I will say this. Now, did Jordan Davis leave as a junior or a senior to be in the NFL?
No, he was a senior.
Oh, okay. Because this seems like one of those years where a defensive player can win. And that kid at LSU, Perkins, he could be a shoe-in. Easily.
I thought
or the linebacker at Alabama, but
he fell off.
I mean, yeah,
he fell off.
Have you seen Perkins play?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I said on our show last night, I said I know Doc gonna be mad at me because I ain't talking about Michael Parsons looking like LT, but
he tough.
When I look at college football, if you pop off the screen, when I say pop off the screen,
right?
Like I remember the first time I saw Randy Moss, I was like, "Whoa,
right,
that dude!" Or I seen Burrow and Chase and Jefferson. I knew what that was.
Right.
I knew they were making an impact in the NFL.
Right.
Even a Cam Newton.
Right.
I was like, dude, these guys popped off. Dion definitely popped off the screen. Charles Woodson, Rod Woodson, these guys popped. Like, these guys are magnificent. This is the same feeling when I look at this kid. He's too fast and too strong. Now, I vaguely remember Parsons at Penn State.
Right. He wasn't.
I mean, I knew he was good.
It's okay,
but he didn't have that pop effect.
Yeah, he didn't look that good. That's why I was like, man, where did it come from? You know.
Hey, Dre said he's gonna try to come in.
Hey, might as well.
No, we already recording.
Yeah, but
right?
he wanted me. I sent him the link to our stream.
Getting it in. I don't know, y'all, but I told Juice last night. I don't know if you followed the whole show last night, Doc. Man, I got this weird feeling LSU about to beat everybody.
They probably is.
I got a weird feeling. Because Georgia has never beaten them in the SEC championship game.
They probably will.
I got that weird feeling.
They probably will. Like, for real. They probably will.
I don't even know. Even though I think TCU might face SC, SC might mess around and get beat. You know. But that's why. So if Georgia wins, SC wins. I mean, so who would be that 14 that would come in? Or would it be Georgia, TCU, the winner out of Ohio State, Michigan, and USC? Or do you just think it'll just be those four if Georgia wins?
Just those four.
Because the more I think about it, even if Georgia loses the SEC championship, they might still make it with LSU. Yeah, somebody gonna get the short end of the stick.
I think Georgia, if they were to fall, they would have to get destroyed by LSU, and I don't see that. I don't see that happening. Like, I see that actually being like close game all the way through. Um, and as far as Michigan Ohio State go, like I see that being close too. And I don't and even if Michigan were to lose, I don't think they'll fall that far either. I think they'll still include them.
So I think Ohio State win.
Yeah.
I think Georgia. I think Ohio State win. I think Florida State win. I think TCU gonna win, and I think Oregon's gonna win.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm on board with all that. That Florida program has hit rock bottom. I think the most interesting game, besides the Michigan Ohio State, will probably be Oregon State. What they play for that's Minnesota and Wisconsin play for the Paul Bunyan Acts. I think Oregon and Oregon State play for a bucket or something.
Don't they call it the Civil War? I think they call it. Isn't that what they call it?
Yeah, and they play for some kind of trophy.
Yeah.
Now, what about USC and Notre Dame? Because we had that on also.
I got USC. I don't think Notre Dame. Yeah, I got USC. I don't think Notre Dame got nothing.
Yeah, I got them boys of Troy.
Yeah.
I don't think I got nothing for them.
I was listening to Joel Klatt earlier.
Who your picks, Juice? Who you got in the game, man?
Okay, yeah, I got USC, Ohio State, and then I got FSU, Oregon, and then I got TCU.
So we all got the same picks.
We all got
the same picks.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Michigan a good ball club, but I'm not really feeling it. That's why I asked y'all, when was the last time they won now?
I mean, it was a long time ago. I think it was. And that had to be 96. Bianca Matuka, 95. Bianca Matuka.
Yep.
So basically, all of us were still in high school.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't remember last time they came out there.
That's almost 30 seasons ago. That's a long time. 27 to be exact.
That was a long time ago.
That's a long time. Yes, sir.
Then what's the Thanksgiving games? Let's see. We got
we doing Cowboys.
We got that. We got Dallas and the Giants. Oh, Dallas.
I'm going with Dallas.
Yeah, I'm going with Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even think twice on that. I'm going with the boys.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys as well.
I'm going with the Cowboys. Then we got Vikings, Patriots. As the Vikings got beat last week, they still better than the Patriots to me. I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm got the Vikings as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going with Belichick and that defense. Well, with Judon. I love that kid.
Yeah, Judon.
I'm going with the.
Yeah.
Every time we have a game with the Patriots, I hate to speak this in existence because it backfires. Y'all always pick against them Patriots. I'm not doing that. Give me them Pats. Give me them Pats. By 3. Give me them Pats by 3.
Man.
Because they're gonna play defense, and y'all know how Kirk Cousins is no different than Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then let's see.
Commanders, Falcons.
I like Commanders. The Falcons.
Saying Commanders.
The Falcons.
Give me the Redskins.
The Falcons ain't. The Falcons don't. They don't have enough. They don't have enough. They try to run the ball, but Mariota holding that whole team back. They need a quarterback. So I think and Chase Young coming back, and as soon as they put Carson Wentz on the bench, they start winning. And me and Greasy told y'all they finna start winning with Heineke. He was the one who took them to the play. He was the one
he know the offense.
He took them to the playoffs when they had COVID. And Chase Young was a rookie.
Yep.
And he put up 400 yards against Tom Brady, Devin White and them in their defense. They just lost. And they went and got Carson Wentz and Marty in there and lost all them games. And they put Heineke right back in there and he won 6 games in a row.
That's crazy.
Somebody need to be fired, man. Bro,
That
they need
is.
to
Yeah.
be fired. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, the Redskins haven't got their doors blown off. This
No,
team could easily be
they could be
uh,
8-2 right now.
eight and
Easy.
three, 8-3,
They
because
should
they
have beat
6-5 right now.
They should have beat
They six.
Minnesota.
Mm.
Who else they should have beat? I think they should have beat Tennessee. That's two right there. They 6-4. That's 8-2. It's the only team that really beat them. Dallas beat them kind of handily, and Philadelphia beat them handily. They should have beat Minnesota. I sit there and watched the Minnesota game, and they should have beat.
I think if Heineke was playing, I don't think Dallas beats them handily.
Oh yeah, if Heineke was playing, they wouldn't have beat them They beat them by 2 touchdowns, but they would have beat Tennessee, and they would have beat. They lost against Minnesota by like 3. They should have beat Minnesota, but I think they would have beat the Titans because the Titans beat them by a field goal. So every game except their first Philly game, they got their revenge on Philly already. They could easily be 8-2.
The revenge they did, and now let's talk about this.
Dallas
still got to go to DC in the cold.
Last game. So if it's that last game in DC and it's out the Cowboys in Washington and the winner go to the playoffs and loser go home,
Give me the scheme.
Dallas may not want Dallas. Dallas might not want that. That ain't what they want. They better go and handle business.
I remember a stretch when Tony Romo was playing. It was about 4-5 seasons in a row. You win, you get in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
For consecutive seasons, they played the Giants, the Redskins, and the Eagles, and got their doors blown off.
Mm-hmm. Every last game.
Game was over at halftime.
Every last game.
Mm-hmm.
Every last game. Well,
and then we have the Bengals and the Titans. I like Cincy in this game. I like Cincy by a field goal.
No Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry didn't turn into the unchained gorilla that he is. I don't like Cincinnati. Joe Mixon out with a concussion. No Jamar Chase. I don't like him. And Derrick Henry, he putting up a bill 40 on everybody.
But Doc,
I think the Titans want payback too, man.
But Doc, let me tell you what Cincy does have.
What's that?
Kareem, the first running back with 3 receiving touchdowns. It's really not a drop-off. T. Higgins is a bona fide number 1. Tyler Boyd, he that dude too. They really don't lose nothing. And I love the tight end play. They really don't lose nothing.
And Joe Burrow, no matter how much pressure he's under, man, he somehow he finds a way to get it done.
Didn't they just lose against the Steelers?
Nah. The Steelers got him. The Bengals got him.
Oh, the Bengals beat them? Oh, they just lost against the Browns.
They just lost a game a couple weeks ago, though. Before
they just lost against the Browns. That's even worse.
Yeah, it was a couple
weeks ago. I ain't buying Cincinnati. I said they wasn't going to make playoffs this year. I jumped on out there. I ain't buying Cincinnati this year. And then Jamar Chase hurt. Now, what I did do was I messed up on Tennessee. I didn't think Tennessee was going to win this many ball games because they lost A.J. Brown. They ain't got no receivers. How they winning besides Derrick Henry, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't tell you other than Derrick Henry running over everybody. I can't tell you how Tennessee win. They just winning. Like if you watch how they beat Green Bay, what they do other than get about a Derrick Henry. And Tannehill threw like an 8-yard pass to the running back Hilliard. They gave the ball to Derrick Henry. So I don't know how they 73, but they just keep winning. And it's mostly due to Derrick Henry.
This series go way back to the Oilers Bengals days. And the Oilers always had problems beating Cincinnati. Always. So it carries over to this Titans. It carries over. When everybody jumped on the back, Tennessee gonna beat Cincinnati and this. I said no, they're not. No, they're not. They just got their number at the end of the day. And me and Juice Man talked about it on the show Tuesday night. Whether it's the Raiders and Broncos or the or the Patriots and the Jets, it's just certain teams you just have problems beating. I mean, Patriots and Jets, that first game, everybody jumped on the Jets. Oh, yeah, they're going to finally. I said, nah. I said, no. This is Belichick. Now, they just played this past Sunday. It's up to 16 in a row. And then you could tell by the point spread, the Vegas spread. Like I told Juice Man, when I see a 2.5, like the Broncos were favored by 2.5, I'm going with the Raiders because that lets me know you're not confident. You're not confident because even if that team does win, like let's say the Broncos win by a field goal, or better yet, let's say they win by 1 point. They beat the Raiders by 1 point. They didn't beat the spread, so that lets me know you're not confident in that. Or I see that 7 point. I'm not riding with that. I just can't do it because it shows me that you're not confident on who's going to win. And I really think Cincinnati has Tennessee's number. And we're going to find out if them Dolphins got the Bills' number.
No, they ain't
We're
going
going to find that out eventually, too.
They ain't going all the way up. Did you see all that ice? They ain't going up there in no 8, in no 6. They better move that game to Detroit if Miami think they can. If it's 4 feet of snow up there, them Dolphins ain't going up there beating them boys. That's how that always goes.
Hey,
that's how that always goes.
They
always play them early.
I'm gonna take you back to what year was that? 91? When Ken Folk and Mark Duper and them went up there. Oh, they blew the doors off the Bills. They blew the doors off them boys.
And then
the last game of the season, or second to last. They blew the doors off them and made playoffs.
And Buffalo came down there and won the AFC championship, didn't it?
Yeah. For sure. You're right.
They always get them down there in South Beach early in the year. But I don't think Buffalo gonna have to tighten up. That's all I'm gonna say. They're gonna have to tighten up. They done lost a couple of games they shouldn't have lost, and I would take Baltimore. My AFC championship still looking good. I would take Baltimore if they play Buffalo right now in Buffalo. I'll take Baltimore.
I don't trust Baltimore. I don't trust the quarterback play. I just can't. It's when King Dre picked the Giants to beat them, I was like, dude, you tripping. I thought they made Lamar look pedestrian.
They did.
And they're not the only team. The losses they've taken, it's been against some formidable defenses. Now, the Giants, I'm going to be honest, the Giants, they there, but that whipping they took against Detroit, I ain't trusting that. I'm off of that bandwagon. I'm not trusting that.
Right.
They might can make the playoffs, but I'm not. Nah. You don't get, even though Detroit is the highest scoring offense in the NFL, but still, that is the Lions.
Right.
And speaking of Lions, when the last time they been to where we look at them, we look at the NFC North and be like, hey man, y'all better watch them Lions. Y'all better watch them Lions.
Hey, that
we
one
ever
year,
said that?
hey, that 1 year they beat the Cowboys with Megatron.
What year was that?
Hell, I don't even know. I can't even remember. It so long ago. They still had Tony Romo or Tony No Go.
But y'all know where I'm going with this. It's like all my life I look at certain teams and I'll be like, and I see the ESPN. I want our check for saying ESPN. Fox. They go with these teams and it's like they've been sorry all my life. Like the Cardinals. Oh, the Cardinals this, Cardinals that. Yeah, what happened first round?
Right.
Man, what y'all watching over there?
Right. Oh, it was just some bloopers on people blowing up deep fried turkeys.
I bet that's funny, boy. I know it's some people running and scrambling.
Yeah. But it's like I remember the Leon led game.
Yeah, boo.
Oh my God!
Hey, which one?
Get away!
The Miami Dolphin game.
Yeah, I remember the Dolphin game.
Or the
snow game.
The Don BB.
Yeah. That's the snow game. The Thanksgiving game.
The Don B beat is the one that started the boneheadness.
Yeah.
Don Beebe was the Super Bowl.
Right. He tried to celebrate, and that boy BB, they'd have had the most points in Super Bowl history, and he.
Talking about the Thanksgiving game. I'm talking about
that Miami Dolphin game.
Barry Sanders.
Hey,
Sanders ran all over the Denver Broncos.
Doc. Now going back to the Cowboy Dolphin game on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what the announcer said? No.
Yeah.
That's about.
And he slides into the football.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about dumb as hell.
Yeah, that was very stupid.
Didn't Jerome Bettis mess up on the coin toss against Detroit? Wasn't that a Thanksgiving?
Nah, they
it
wasn't
Bettis. It was the officials.
That was the officials.
It was the officials.
But wasn't that Thanksgiving? Wasn't that Thanksgiving game?
Yes.
Game?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
And remember the Lions and Jets when the dude got paralyzed?
Yeah.
That was the same year Barry rushed for 2,000.
Dennis Byrd. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When that Turkey Day?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I think that was I think they played against the Jets and he got hurt on Thanksgiving Day. I think so.
But I think what I'm gonna miss most, being a Raider, and I'm gonna miss my boy John Madden at the end of the game. Giving out the getting on the Madden bus and everybody got their turkey legs. I remember one year the whole O-line for the Cowboys had a turkey leg.
Mm-hmm.
And remember John Madden to be like, now let's count these turkey legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that probably was the best announcing crew. Pat Summerall and John Madden.
By far.
And then on NBC, I used to love Dick Enberg and Don Criqui. Man, them boys go live. It's just that voice.
Yeah.
But now I think the guy that leads the way, I love this guy. He does the NBA game. That doggone Kevin Harlan. That's my dude.
Yeah, I like him too.
That's my dude calling NFL game. And they'd be like, there he goes. That on the side. Like, hey, Kevin Harlan.
Yeah. I also like Mike Breen too.
Yeah, Breen cool.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we got some good announcers.
Referee messed up, man.
Mm-hmm.
On the coin toss. And then remember, I think the next game, he came out with a sign like, "Hey, I want this. I'm calling this."
Right.
Hey, was that the year the Steelers won the Super Bowl? Big Ben's first ring?
I can't remember.
No, I don't think so.
I think it was the year after.
2005, 2006.
Yeah, I think that was after that.
Against Seattle.
No. They did win the Super Bowl in 05.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That was Ben's first Super Bowl. Yeah.
So that didn't happen in the same season?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well,
memorable Thanksgiving moment.
Let's see what other game we got. What other NFL games do we have? Oh, we already went through all the NFL games. We did.
Right.
We did. We went through the
Titans and Bengals.
Yeah, we did. There's been a lot of great. I'm just really, really excited about the rivalry weekend in college, and enjoy your family and be with your family and friends, and enjoy some football and family and everything, and leftovers, and just like I said, I just remember rivalry weekend being so huge coming up. Michigan, Ohio State, then Florida State, then USC. Now, why they moved the Southern California game, I don't know. That used to be on rivalry weekend too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They used to play Notre Dame they used to play Notre Dame in the fall, like early November, and would always end with USC. The Iron Bowl was a big one, so Texas A&M, Texas was big. So they just college football is changing, folks, and Oklahoma State. That was last weekend.
LSU, Arkansas used to be the last game of the season for the boot.
Yeah, they're for the longest, and now you can tell college football changing. The dynamic is changing, but one thing that ain't changing is that Maui Invitational and the wild tournament games that happen around Thanksgiving. I keep telling y'all, Arkansas Creighton was a good game. Creighton got beat. Arizona won the Maui Invitational. So I'm telling you, man, they got like I don't know, but it's crazy. But that Maui Invitational, the thing about it is, like I keep saying, the games come on like at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night because it's Hawaii time. And if you got to get up early for work, or you don't work at home, or you ain't off on that Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, it's probably not the tournament for you to watch. But they got the Big Ten ACC Classic coming up. They got the CBS Classic coming up. College basketball kind of sneaky with it. What they'll do is they'll have a whole bunch of invitational, weird basketball games on weird locations.
What about the ACC Big Ten tournament?
Yeah, and college basketball.
Well, the ACC schools play the Big Ten.
College basketball is sneaky. Like Gonzaga played Kentucky last Sunday night. Like what? Who does that? But that's an early top 10 matchup. And they threw it in there. And then Gonzaga played Duke a couple of weeks ago. Kentucky played Kansas a couple of weeks ago. Duke played Michigan State. So a lot of these, Texas beat Gonzaga. So a lot of these top 10, 12 teams, they already played each other. They already played each other. And you think it's preseason, but it's actually not. So by the time you get to January and you're looking at the rankings, you be like, well, such and such and such, they rank number 25. They must not be that good. Well, they beat everybody in the top 5 in that Maui Invitational tournament. So I've been checking that out too. It's the college football season. It's over. Like next week we got our college football championship weekend. All the conferences having
it. Then all those weird bowl games start. Even though we just got out of Crushtober, there's still so much going on.
There's still so much
college basketball. We have the college football championships along with the bowl game.
Yep.
We have the NFL. We in the second half of the NFL.
Right.
We got the NBA going on. I got a question, Doc. What was up with the Rockets and the gold and green jerseys?
Oh, they used to be the Rockets.
I know they used to be San Diego Rockets.
The Rockets
is that the jerseys they used to wear?
No, they originally came from San Diego, so that's what that's the colors they had. They look like the Seattle Supersonics, but they originally came from San Diego. That's the jerseys that they have. Rockets just trying anything to sell some tickets right now.
And did y'all know that Seattle has a hockey team now?
Seattle has a hockey team, and the NBA is on its way back to Seattle. That's what I heard. Don't be surprised if
it should be.
And it should be.
Yeah, even I heard that.
It should be. And Seattle needs a basketball team. I don't know what they were thinking. As much as they used to. But that's tough. It was a tough place to play. Going up there playing Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, that was tough.
There's a lot of good talent come out of Seattle too.
But guess what the name of the Seattle basketball team gonna be?
What is it?
The Supersonics.
Oh,
they're gonna bring them back.
That name stayed put. Yeah,
they're gonna bring them back. Okay,
that's good.
Yeah, that name stays put.
Unlike the Oilers, who sold the rights to the Titans. Like, why would you do that? That was stupid. That's why I can't. I just can't.
Well, Doc, it goes like this. The Oilers are an original AFL team. That was a whole different league.
Mm-hmm.
So they own a lot of rights, and that's why the Raiders are able to move and still be the Raiders, and they basically can still do what they want to do. But the main NFL teams, like the Cleveland Browns, the Browns is a NFL team. That name ain't going nowhere. That's why that name stayed in Cleveland. Now these AFL teams, that's different. That's different. But I'm like you, Doc. I don't. It's something about that Love You Blue. They should have sold that name back to Houston or something. Let them hold that.
Yeah.
I could see if you win a championship with it, but you didn't. They won an AFL championship with it, but you didn't win an NFL championship.
Yeah.
And they should have let them hold that name, the Oilers, because the Texans is a recycled name.
Yeah.
They used to have the Dallas Texans. They moved to Kansas City. They became the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why we got the Cowboys because the AFL put that team in Dallas.
Yeah.
So the NFL was like, no, y'all not. We got to do something. But as Mr. Davis said, Al Davis, we had them on the ropes.
Yeah.
We didn't have to merge with them. We had them on the ropes.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. But that's gonna wrap it up for us, man. We're gonna slide up out of here, man. And like I said, it's over with, bro. College football. Next week we're gonna do our college football playoffs show, conference championship.
Go Tigers.
And then we're gonna try to put together who going to the Heisman. And that's it, folks.
Who is that?
So we're gonna try to put together next week. And then the next thing we have really serious to talk about on college, it's gonna be the championship semifinals, and that's it. And it seemed like less than 3 weeks ago we were firing this thing up. It's over, man. College football movie. It's over with, man. And then we got the NFL. That's gonna push us on into February. I'm really ready to see what the USFL is gonna have to offer in year 2. But for Dr. Producer M. Greasy the Don, the story and Juice Man the Book on the highlights, King Dre slid in, had to dip out, had some issues going on with his audio. Big E, Big Kofi, TB the Po Man, Candy, J Miles, anybody, Keno, anybody that's jumped on there, y'all have a Thanksgiving. And like I said, this is Just Noise Sports Show. That's every Friday night, 8 p.m. But we're going to drop this one Thanksgiving morning. Y'all know a lot of our episodes are pre-recorded. So we're going to drop this one Thanksgiving morning. So if you're with your folks, pass that word around, hit that like, share, subscribe button, check us out on their YouTube channel, whatever it is you do. Y'all be easy. Happy Thanksgiving. We out.